Hello everyone, and I welcome you all to this new video. And in this video we will be discussing about authorization. In NextJs, like mostly the authentication libraries are like pre-made. For example, things like Clerk and all. Superbase is still a little bit different, but Clerk and solutions like Okta and all, and they are kind of the standard solution sort of thing available to you. But there are certain drawbacks as you scale up, so it kind of starts like charging you heavily. First thing, and second thing that happens with all of us is that you're not owning your data, like it is stored somewhere else. Technically you can still access it, but you cannot like fine tune some of those things that you may have done if you have independently owned the code or like the database basically. So these are the pretty drawbacks. It's not like that everything is just a drawback here, because first of all, Clerk provides excellent UI, and it like kind of allows you to start and get going very quickly, because they have pretty much everything sorted out, and their documentation is quite good. So that would like really help you if you want to just start, and if you think that you will be within the limits, or you don't care about those things like doing things from scratch by yourself, then it's completely fine. But for the people who don't want to kind of just like do that and want to own their data or something and similar, so kind of there's a library that exists for Next.js, and I think it also worked with SvelteKit and all of those things. I don't have much idea about it, because I primarily work on Next.js only. So see, this is the Lucia auth that I'm talking about. I think it's pretty popular right now, and basically it kind of offers you the bare bones to implement your own authorization, and it kind of works on any runtime. Like it is quite cloud friendly, and it works with Node.js and all of those things. I think you can see it here. One of the very big advantages of this would be that it kind of provides you every like authorization solution. The developer of this project has made a different library also. I think it's called Arctic talking about. So this is kind of the package, like he had completely integrated all of these tools successfully for authorization, and if you need that, then you can just pick up from here and you can implement that. So it is also used here only, also like this Arctic library, I have used it here also. I think let's dive a little bit on the code. So basically what I did and what this video is about, it's about a template that I kind of created, and I'm not the first one. Many of the people have done that. This is the most popular one. I followed these two videos, but the big missing point for me was that it doesn't have the support for like other extendable features. For example, forgot password and all of those things. So I think those were the things that needs to be added, so that you can use it in your real use cases. So I added the forgot password, and another thing that I added is that account reset. For example, if you are signing up and in between, actually it was introduced due to I followed the architecture of this video only. So what it is doing, that it is creating a row basically in the database right after you submit your details. Right. For example, whenever you press on submitting the form, it kind of creates an entry in the user space with the email is verified to false, and after that, when you send the OTP, then it kind of fetches that there is an entry with this user details or not, and if that found to be true, then it kind of verifies it, and you start to move ahead. But due to this, that there is an issue that if I submit my data and my OTP verification, due to some technical glitch or something like that, it doesn't go through, then there should be but still my account is added. So, and ideally I should not be allowed to make some entries or do something in the database if my email is not verified. I mean, if any service that you're making, and if your customer's email is not verified, so you should not be allowing them to do or avail the services that you are kind of offering, right? So that was kind of a tussle. So workaround I have done that like you can reset your account if you enter the details, and if your email turns out to be not verified, then you can proceed and you can ask for account reset, and it will reset and delete the query from the database. So I had to implement the email verification in between, because like you cannot allow anybody to delete any entry right in between if somebody is impersonating someone just because they have the email address of someone. But yeah, and this is the video that kind of drew my attention towards Lucia. So it was pretty complete, but it was too complex for me, though. Like the structure of the project was too complex, and initially I started refactoring it, and then I found that it's much better to just implement it by yourself, so that if nobody is using, then at least I can use it in my projects, because I know how I have set it up. Okay. So these are the two videos I think you should definitely check out if you want to do something like that on your own. This is the code. So I kind of sign out. I think I have to put it in an API instead of an action. That would be much better in my opinion. But right now I have kept it this way. Okay. And like another thing is that this form, these forms were using pretty complex architecture. So I have just kind of used Zod and just the plain HTML, good old HTML, not any other libraries. So if you want to use that, you can use that. And the implementation, you can definitely question it, because it's not the best, but yeah, it kind of works. And definitely since you own everything, it's just a template, so you can modify things here and there, and it will be still like you have the full control. This sign up page, I would like to see. This is the code here I have added. Okay, we cannot have that complete walk through right now because of the code is quite big, so it will take a whole lot of time. But still, I would like to show you. This dashboard is optional. You don't have to create it, but this is the page where kind of we are accessing. I'm trying to redirect the user, so you can still modify that where it should redirect after the sign in and sign up. So this is sign out one, this is the sign in one, and there is the sign up one. This is the largest of them, almost 300 lines. And there is one Google authentication one. So I have only implemented Google Auth here, because from my perspective, I think most of the users are satisfied with Google Auth. Otherwise, if you need, then you can still add what you can say, GitHub or any other provider for that matter. And this is the font that kind of ships with the NextJs default template. I kind of hate it right now because of this template they started following. Okay, but so these were pretty much the things. Another thing is that this is the most important folder. Like you can just carry this folder and implement things on your own. Another thing is that this middleware, you can implement this middleware. Like if somebody is trying to go to the sign in page and like there is no session, then it will go to that direction. Otherwise they will be redirected to somewhere else. And which of the pages you need to keep public, you have to kind of provide it here. So you can do that, I think, pretty easy, and you can use you can take the help of LLMs and all that. And this is your these are the environment variables that I have used here. Okay, enough talking. Let's have a very simple demonstration. Let me just, actually this project is running on, already it's running on. Okay, so let me just open the Chrome for you, and let me just, this playlist, this video you have to you can watch for the first part, this part, so that you can get your keys and all of those things that you need maybe. Okay, so if I go to sign in here, another thing that I have added, and it is working, that if you have sign in with Google, and then what you need is that you want to also have that email and password sort of thing, right? So you can also do that because of this the forgot password. You just need to do the forgot password mechanism, and your settings will go through. Don't quote me on this UI. This is the very bare bones, and these buttons are SHADCN and this card is SHADCN. Otherwise, these input forms are not any component. These are just plain old HTML. And so once you sign in, it is redirecting to the home page, or you can set it up as per your need. So it is redirecting me to the home page and having me access with my user ID, and based on this user ID I can fetch all of the data from basically the database, and I can show you the UI based on the user ID. Once I sign out, it will kind of go away, and I can also sign in if I want, sign in with Google. So the thing about Google is that this kind of allows you to have the sign in and sign up functions are everything is same. If you don't have an account, then you will asked to create an account. If you have an account, then you will get your existing account back. Okay, this is first thing. This is a testing. The credentials are just testing mode. So you have to set it up if you want to use it in production. You have to provide the logo and all of those things. So let's not go into that. And so let me just continue it. Obviously you won't be able to see the email, and once I continue, then it kind of redirecting me to the dashboard, and as you can verify that both are the same user IDs, and it kind of works, right? For the for the email verification part, I'm using OTPs, as I don't like links and all of those things, because it is not cross device compatible, right? For example, if my email is not logged in my PC, then it doesn't make sense to open that link on that mobile phone and kind of get the page and then refresh the page here. So that's kind of not good enough for me. So I prefer OTPs, and it's I think it's more simpler to me. Let me open the code, and for the email I just copy pasted this that video that I shown from there only, and you can configure your own node mailer or anything, or any custom service provider you want to use. You can do that. It's just I'm using Gmail here for the simplicity and explanation. So that's about it. Okay, so that was a pretty long video, I would say. This is almost 15 minutes. So I hope you were able to understand things, and the video was good enough. If you have any doubts and any queries, then you can definitely post in the comments, and I would really appreciate if anybody wants to send a pull request to the repository. That the link will be in the description, so do check it out. Thanks for watching this video. Bye bye.